Hello and welcome to another video, guys. In this video I'll be comparing Doogee N40 Pro with Poco M3. As you all know that I select the most prominent and important features of the two devices and then I give my comparison on it. So in this video also I'll be comparing the most critical features. So without wasting any time, let's go on to the differences section. Difference number 1, battery power. Doogee N40 Pro has a battery power of 6380 mAh, whereas Poco M3 has a battery power of 6000 mAh. So this makes Doogee N40 Pro 6.33% more battery power phone than the other one. Moving on to difference number 2, CPU speed. Doogee N40 Pro has a CPU speed of 4x2 GHz and 4x2 GHz, whereas Poco M3 has a CPU speed of 4x2 and 4x1.8 GHz. So this makes Doogee N40 Pro 5.26% faster CPU speed phone than the other one. Moving on to difference number 3, megapixels of the front camera. Doogee N40 Pro has 16 megapixels on the front camera, whereas Poco M3 has 8 megapixels on the front camera. So this makes Doogee N40 Pro 2 times more megapixels front camera phone than the other one. Moving on to difference number 4, gyroscope. Doogee N40 Pro has a gyroscope in it, whereas the option of gyroscope is not there in Poco M3. So this gives an added advantage to Doogee N40 Pro. Now for those of you who does not understand what is a gyroscope is a sensor that tracks the orientation of a device, more specifically by measuring the angular rotational velocity. Initially, they were built using a spinning rotor to detect changes in orientation like twisting or rotation. Moving on to difference number 5, width. Doogee N40 Pro has a width of 75.7 mm, whereas Poco M3 has a width of 77.3 mm. So this makes Doogee N40 Pro 1.6 mm narrower in width than the other one. The width represents the horizontal dimensions of the product. We consider a smaller width better because it assures easy maneuverability. Moving on to difference number 6, pixel density. Doogee N40 Pro has a pixel density of 269 ppi, whereas Poco M3 has a pixel density of 395 ppi. So this makes Poco M3 46.84% higher pixel density phone than the other one. Difference number 7, screen resolution. Doogee N40 Pro has a screen resolution of 720 by 1600 pixels, whereas Poco M3 has a screen resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. So this makes Poco M3 2.19 times higher resolution phone than the other one. Moving on to difference number 8, megapixels of the main camera. Doogee N40 Pro has 20 and 8 and 2 and 2 megapixels, whereas Poco M3 has 48 megapixels, 2 megapixels and 2 megapixels. So this makes Poco M3 1.63 times more megapixels main camera phone than the other one. Moving on to difference number 9, screen size. Doogee N40 Pro has a screen size of 6.52 inches, whereas Poco M3 has a screen size of 6.53 inches. So this makes Poco M3 0.15% bigger screen size phone than the other one. Difference number 11. Download speed. Doogee N40 Pro has a download speed of 300 megabytes per second, whereas Poco M3 has a download speed of 390 megabytes per second. So this makes Poco M3 30% faster download speed phone than the other one. So these were the differences, guys. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.